Hello students, today we'll be discussing again our chapter 6 tissues, and today we'll continue with epidermis. Now as we know that these plants must also be having something to protect themselves. So these plants are also having protective tissues which cover the entire surface of the plants, and the main task of this tissue is to protect the parts of the plants. And also, as we know, these are the simple tissues and their function is to support the plants, or they work as a supportive tissue. These are of three types: epidermis, stomata and cork. Now first of all, we'll see what is epidermis. Now as we know that all the parts of the plant, they are covered, all the parts like flower, leaf, stem, the outer layer of all these parts are covered by a layer which is known as epidermis. Most of these cells of epidermis, they are flat and their outer cell wall is thicker as compared to their inner cell wall. Now these epidermal cells of aerial parts, they are having a layer which is known as cuticle, which often secrete a waxy water resistant substance which is known as cutin, and it is most prominent in aerial parts of the plant. Now what is the function of this waxy water resistant substance is that it prevents the loss of water from the plants, also mechanical injury and invasion by parasitic fungi. Now the cuticle of the epidermis also controls transpiration. As we know that in deserts there is scarcity of water, so these plants, as they are having this cuticle which helps to control the loss of water, which is known as transpiration. Now epidermal cells of the roots, they absorb water with the help of hair-like extensions which are known as root hairs. Now these root hairs, as they increases the water absorption capacity of the roots. How? As they are increasing the surface area, so as which in turn increases the water absorption capacity. Now after epidermis, now let us see stomata. Now this stomata is also present on the epidermis of the leaves, which have a tiny pore-like structures, and these tiny pores are known as stomata. These stomata, as we are also seeing in the diagram, these stomata, they are surrounded by kidney or bean-shaped small cells which are known as guard cells, and these guard cells, as we are seeing here, these guard cells, they helps to control the opening and closing of stomata. Now the stomata is having two functions. First, it helps in the exchange of gases, that is carbon dioxide and oxygen from atmosphere, and second, it helps in transpiration. So this is all about stomata. Now let us see what is cork. Now as the plant grows older, what is happening to the tissues of the outer layer? These tissues of the outer layer of roots and stems, they becomes hard and get converted into cork. This produces a multi-layer outer covering which is known as bark. Now due to the deposition of suberin, a chemical substance which is secreted by these cells, so the deposition of this suberin makes the cell wall thick and no intercellular spaces are left between them, and these cells are also they also become dead. Now suberin makes the bark and cork impervious to gases and water, means this gas and water do not enter into these bark due to the presence of suberin, a chemical substance, and thus protects the plant from the jerks and wound. So now we have studied in this today's topic about epidermis, stomata and cork. Now let us see what is the questions. First question is what are protective tissues and where are they located in the plant? So as we have just seen, what are the protective tissues? These tissues which are present on the outer layer of the plant or on the external layer of all the parts of the plants. So this is known as protective tissues, and what is its function? It covers the entire surface of the plant. So this is all about the first question. Now let us see the second question. Second question says, what are the functions of epidermis? So as we are seeing the functions of epidermis, so the first function of epidermis is that they are generally forming the outer covering of all the aerial parts of the plant and having a layer which is known as cuticle, which secretes a waxy water resistant substance, and it provides the protection against the loss of water, mechanical injury and invasion by parasitic fungi. This cuticle also controls transpiration, and in case of roots, it increases the water absorption capacity due to the presence of root hairs. So this is about the second question about epidermis. Now let us see the third question. Where are stomata located in plants and what are the functions? So as we have just seen that these stomata, they are present on the epidermis layer of leaves in the form of tiny pores, and these pores are surrounded by guard cells which controls the opening and closing of the stomata. Now the two functions are there: exchange of gases, and second also helps in the transpiration. So this is all about stomata. Now let us see the next question. The fourth question, why is cork hard? What are the benefits do plant due to this? Now the cork is generally hard, as we are seeing that root and stems, they becomes hard. Why? Because the plant grows older, so the tissues of the outer layer becomes hard and get converted into cork, and this multi-layer outer covering is known as bark, and a chemical which is known as suberin, which is present, making the cell walls thick and no intercellular spaces between them, which makes the cork and bark as impervious to gas and water, and thus it protects the plant from jerks and wound. So hope students, today's topic of stomata, cork and epidermis must be clear. Question answers must be clear, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe it, and thank you for watching this video.